Okay. If you want to see like the real show, it would be best for you to go to the YouTube channel, but you can stay right there too, because I am testing that to see how many people will actually come up on it. If I could do it on my personal page, a lot of people come on it, but I'm trying to grow this page, and you know, when you do these types of pages, you have to pay money for people to see it. So it's the way Facebook makes money. Okay, let's see if we're going live yet here on YouTube. It's telling me we are. So let's see if we are. Turn off the mic. See if we're going live here. Oh, we are. Let's see. Streaming. So I think I'm actually on YouTube now. Slowest connection. What are you doing, little one? Okay, let's see here. Oh. Okay. Come on. Don't have Q&A. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Okay, let's do it. Here we go. Da, 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 da. It's my little film. Hey everybody, it's just me, Connie Willis. How are you? Welcome to Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis, Earth's most interesting conversations, people, places, and things, of course, as well. I'm just testing things out still. Had the actual live launch last week with Dr. David Jacobs. And what I'm doing tonight is really kind of playing around, trying to see what I can do and what I cannot do, and that's basically what's going on tonight. So I'm playing with my gear. You can hang out or not. You can tell me maybe something that may be able to tweak this to make it better. And I also want to let you know about something else. Take a look at this. Let me set it up for you here. It's kind of cool. You may have seen it already, maybe not. Let's see here. All right. I'm guessing you saw that now. Sorry, had to pull something else in. Just getting all my equipment together. Had a lot of crazy things happen today, and so I'm just trying to make it work. But I actually had a guest for tonight, and he had some problems and some situations go on in his life, so it was kind of a little late to pull on to somebody else. Even though I could kind of do that, I just didn't want to do that. I wanted to promote properly. So tomorrow I am going to do what you just saw, a new little segment, and catch my breath here. And that was, or is, called Bigfoot Fridays. I really like that name. I think it's nice and catchy. And I'm really excited about doing it because, I have a ton of ghost friends. I have a ton of UFO friends, remote viewing friends. I mean, it goes on, all the different things. But I really think, at least right now, of all the things that I've researched and stuff, right now, I just really think the Bigfoot thing is really where it's at. So I have a ton of friends in that world and a ton of stories. And in order for me to get all those stories out, I thought, you know what? Bigfoot Friday. Because you know what? If I, let's just say I even do shows every Thursday night at 10. Again, one of the reasons why I want to do this is because I can do it when I want, how I want, as it happens, whatever. And but I also know people like schedules and they like a routine and they like structure. Well, get that out of your mind. So anyway, I'm just seeing what happens. I didn't promote anything for tonight. I just want to see how many people show up and I'm learning the system. I want to know if I can do a live chat and really talk with you guys throughout it. I'm understanding I have to kind of go over here to read the live chat, which is kind of away from where you are. I should be your guest, okay? All right. Ooh, hello, my friend Alien. Really cool, huh? All right, great. Some of these names, I have to put my readers on to be able to see them, but I think I'm supposed to be here. Am I here? You are there, Kevin. Cool, let's do this. Oh, that was me. But Bigfoot Friday, I really like the Bigfoot Fridays. I was thinking about Bigfoot Sunday, Bigfoot Friday. And I think that maybe as a Bigfooter, if you are a Bigfooter, I think you might like that as well. I think, first of all, we all know television on Friday night sucks. So we'll just move on from that subject. But, I'm thinking about, and this is where I want your feedback. I'm looking at 10 o'clock on Friday nights, 10 o'clock Eastern. That way Pacific Northwesters out there, you guys, you kill it for all of us here on the East Coast. We got to wait for you guys constantly. So I'm thinking 10 o'clock on Fridays. And whether it's going to be live or tape is kind of up in the air for me. I think this first one I might do tape because there's so much footage that I want to include and I want to make sure it doesn't mess up. What I've learned from the last week is when you do go live, I love live. That's all I do. HSN, QVC, radio, it's live. So I love live. So it's not as easy when you got the internet and you're depending on Wi-Fi and hoping your neighbors don't cut in on your Wi-Fi or somebody else in the family doesn't, I think I'll turn this on when you're uploading. So, see, this show is being uploaded, right? So you need every bit that you can have. So you just don't know what's going to happen when you go live. Anything can happen anywhere and you just cut out. Or the program that you're using might just stop, or have a glitch, or YouTube, whatever. Anything can happen. And if you don't have an engineer right there fixing it, it doesn't matter if you do. They're still going to have to at least be there to fix it. Me, it could go off the air and I wouldn't know it because the way I see you is a whole different way. Now, I've also got this on Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis on Facebook. Okay, I just got verified on my Facebook page of Blue Rock Talk, not my personal page. I don't even think you can get that verified, but I got it verified, which means I can do some special things with Facebook Live on those pages. And right now I've got Bagley. Hey, Bagley, what's up, girl? Arlene Bagley. Hey, Bagley, I'm also live on YouTube at a Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis. So if you go there, you can see all the little the little effects that I've got going on. Okay, so go there, man, and sign up and register. But Bagley, we went to high school together. Played softball, man. She was cool. She was a cool chick. She was like just her own. She had her own vibe, and it was cool. So it's good to see her on. So we'd say, hey, Bagley. We call her Bagley. That is Batman talking and letting everybody know that Batman is here and alive. Okay. So, see, there's like lighting you got to deal with. Like, see, there's shadows. There's all sorts of things that I need someone else out here helping. So I think I'm going to be taping my Bigfoot show later tonight. And that's going to be with Paul Graves and air it tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern. So 7 Pacific. That way you guys can get home from work, maybe grab a bite to eat, whatever you want to do, if you're on the other coast. And then it's also allows time for everybody to go out afterwards. You can see bit of a Bigfoot show, or all of the show, and then go out afterwards in plenty of time. Hey, or maybe you're not going out, and that's just enough for you. Batman, I know she's happy as can be right now. When she does that, she's happy. She's over stretching her little legs and her little wing and doing her thing. It's a happy bird. Sorry to do that to you. So here's some of my thoughts. Batman, please? Really? Oh, and you gotta love your pets, right? You don't want anything to happen to your pets. And I know a lot of people, when your pets, something happens to them or you got to put them down. My gosh, how many people have done that? They write it all on Facebook. I had to do this today. Terrible thing to read and to know and to do. And so, I'm happy that I can hear my bird. And I have my other little doggy over here jumping up and down on me going, hey, hold me, love me, hold me, hold me, love me, food. Anyway, so I do have a couple questions for you. If you can answer them for me, that would be fantastic in the live chat. So first of all, do you like Bigfoot Friday? Do you like, and you guys can answer too on Facebook if you'd like, do you like the topic Bigfoot Friday? That way there's always a Bigfoot show. I've got tons of people with stories. Stories happen daily. I mean, on a daily basis when it comes to Bigfoot. It's just the way it is. So that includes, of course, forest friends, or the different beings that, people find in the woods that they talk about. So this is going to be the flesh and blood. This is going to be the woo-woo. It doesn't matter. It's Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Yeti, forest friends, boogers. I hate that one, but everybody in the South, more of the South, calls it that than Kentucky. So how about, so is everybody cool with that? Bigfoot Friday. Let me see what some of the answers are. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I have birds as pets. Yes. So Alan, then you know. Great. Yeah, Planet Sasquatch. Hey, chick, what's up, girlfriend? Great day for it. Alien beings are our friends. Hey, don't worry. We got more alien stuff coming up. How can we not do alien stuff? But, I don't know. Alien Sunday? Alien, whenever. I mean, you can always do alien stuff. I love alien stuff. It's scary. It's some scary stuff. I don't know that it's all that beautiful, they're going to save us stuff, but I know a lot of people feel that way, and I would certainly put them on as well. We got to get all sides. This is all about us learning what people have experienced, where people can play it safe, and be able to talk and tell their stories in a safe manner right here. I want you to be able to do that. That's what it's about. Then we can learn. We can put the pieces of the puzzle together, and we got to know all of them. So I hope that the Bigfooters don't just stay on Friday night. I hope that they also watch on the other times, because they're going to realize that those other subjects do, coincide. The same with the ghost people as well. Okay, so I have been and always will be pro Bigfoot Friday. BFF, I know. When I realized it was BFF, isn't that, what is that, Best Friends Forever? I was never in that little era of TV shows of Best Friends Forever. I kind of missed that. But I get you. But I knew that much. Plenty of woo in my neck of the woods. I know. If you make sure, please subscribe to my YouTube channel here and keep it going. Today we had someone that became number 777, which was awesome. When you do subscribe, make sure you hit that bell, the notification bell. I had somebody writing me and they were upset that they missed out on the last show that I did. And it was like, no, you gotta hit that bell to get notified. So you don't just subscribe, but you hit the bell. But also make sure while you're here to subscribe to Planet Sasquatch. Okay, she and I will be doing some collaborations for sure. And she is woo Kentuckian, even though she's no longer here. She's gonna she better be building that guest house for me to live next to her. Also, thank you guys for tuning in to Minnesota Ghost Box last night with Greg Pecan. I said it right. Just think of pecan, and it's pecan. He was fantastic. What a great interviewer, and I had a lot of fun, and we talked a lot afterwards. We have a lot of things in common. He's also into the television world and producing and directing and things like that. So that we had a great conversation. So make sure you subscribe as well to Minnesota Ghost Box while you're here. Not just all the Facebook stuff for Planet Sasquatch and for Minnesota Ghost Box, but on YouTube. It's very important to get subscribers and have people watch. Not only do they have great content, but it all helps us out. We all learn from each other. But you need all that so that you can maybe get a penny or so as you put the content onto the channel for everybody to watch and enjoy. So, it's not you paying money, it's just you clicking a button there and showing that you're a part of it. That's the support that we need from you guys. So, I'll be there in May in Old Kentucky. All right, well then we'll go Bigfooting when you show up here. So I want to do a little Q&A. So everybody is cool with Bigfoot Friday. Okay, and I like that. I'm glad. Thumbs up for Bigfoot. Bagley, you got to go with us. That'll be great. That'll be fantastic. So 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. How does that sound? Is everybody cool with the 10 p.m.? That's what I want to know. What time do you think is the best time for Bigfoot Fridays? Now, keep in mind, that's when it's going to air. And again, it may air live, it may air taped, but it hopefully will air. Forgive me if it doesn't. There must be some reason if it doesn't. But how does that sound? 10 p.m. I want to know. Yes, 10 p.m. Psycho Slayer 13. Yep, from Planet Sasquatch. Yes, 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 yes. And then I'm getting some other yeses over here. Yes, yes. Okay, yes. 10 p.m. is good. All right. So would you guys support it at 10 p.m.? Keep in mind it will be archived, so it will show back up again later. After after YouTube posts it back up. So 10 p.m. is a good time. So there goes my Friday night. Y'all get to enjoy it, but I got to work. No, this is cool. This is fun. So it's not work. And I may tape it beforehand. It looks like tonight I'm going to get with Paul Graves, and we're going to probably put something together tonight because he has so much stuff to offer. And that's why all the Bigfoot ones may be on tape, and especially because I'm learning that you just can't always depend on that live feed. You just can't. And if I can record it and then fix it all in editing, that's cool. I mean, you're going to enjoy it a whole lot more. But I still like the live. So this is cool with the Q&A that's happening. I really like that. So, all right, Bigfoot Fridays, 10 p.m. Everybody seems to be cool with that. Now, yeah, Psycho Slayer 13. That's what I want to know too. If I can do open lines, that is one of my questions. And Jason Bland, if you know Jason Bland, he does Paranormal Soup. Really another great guy. Subscribe to him as well. He's wonderful. He's on Facebook. He's on YouTube. He does it on Google Hangouts where you can really talk to people. And I don't really want to go the Google Hangouts way. Might have to. I don't know but that is what I want to do. Psycho Slayer 13. Alan Drake, 10 p.m. is a little late for you. Well, you're going to have to wait till tomorrow that the majority has ruled. But thank you for saying it. But that's okay, Alan. You can watch the next day. But 10 p.m., a lot of the Bigfooters, they're heading out. They're up all night long doing their thing. So you might have to watch it the next day, Alan. I'm sorry. But what was I getting to? Somebody give me a word. Where was I? Open lines. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to also just go on live like right now and then bring you on with a story. I want to be able to do that. I'm not so sure I can do it this way. So right now I can read your questions. I can read them on Facebook Live. I can read them here in the chat room. But Bigfoot does not sleep. I don't know about the live chats. I really want to do that. And I really want to do it where I pull your face up too. So yeah, you're going to have to pull your face up too. Don't want to just do the audio thing. And then you can tell your stories on the spot. Trying to figure out how to do that. But Jason Bland, I brought up his name is because he does a lot of this stuff, and he's going to help me on that to tell me what I can do and what I can't do and what my choices are. What's bad is when you do this kind of stuff, you're either a Mac person or you're not. Right? Okay, you're a PC person. I'm a Mac all the way. And so you hope that the person that's going to, give you some ideas and thoughts and ways to do it and help you out is a Mac person. But when they're not, it's like, oh, golly, okay. It doesn't help. There's like maybe a way, but it doesn't always work. I mean, there's a ton of stuff that Mac does that the PC programs don't do, and vice versa. Maybe, I don't know. I think Mac does it all. I need to be a spokesperson for them. But I would like to be able to do that. And if you know of a way to do it, please tell me, because I would like to do that. What are you saying up here, Bagley? Yes, what? Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Bagley, I'm going to invite, I think I'm able to invite you, block you, pin you, delete you. Here's one of the things I wanted to check out. I am told that I can interview someone. It's not letting me do it. I think I got to get another program. Maybe they've already changed it. Okay, yes, 10 p.m. is good. But I'm supposed to be able to, let's see, in the comment. Nah, I don't care about that. Now, see, I was told that I could pull up somebody and interview them on Facebook Live, and that's what I was wanting to do. So I could really chat with you, and then that way I could pull in and let you tell your stories. But I'm not seeing it happen. I got Bagley pinned on here. Sorry, Bag. Arlene, got your pin on. Sorry, y'all are gonna see my fingers for a minute. Okay. Cancel. So if somebody understands the Facebook Live, I don't care about filtering. Look at all the stuff they let you do. That's funny. I don't care about doing all that. Okay. I just want to see if I can get an interview. And apparently on Facebook Live, when you're verified and you have your own page that's verified, you're able to pull in an interview where you see the two of you. And that's what I'm trying to do. And from what I'm told I'm supposed to do, it's not doing it. So, okay, anyway. All right, so hello there, Lord, I knew. Message, said hello and then left. What's this channel about? I don't know how people learn it. You can just kind of read it. It's, we're into some crazy stuff here. Cool stuff, the real stuff. So Q&A with a guest speaker on chat works great. I enjoyed the last program where folks had questions for me and the time passed by quickly. Q&A with a guest speaker on chat. So what are you talking about? Is that on YouTube that we're talking about? How do we get to be interviewed by you, Connie? Just leave your information, Lord, I knew. Leave your information on my Facebook page, Messenger, or Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis Facebook page. That's fine. Or the Connie Willis Public Figure one. That's fine too. You can leave it here. I don't know if it poofs away when you leave questions here on YouTube. Hope not. I'd like to try to record it. Podcast. Oh, that's podcast. Yeah, this is not podcast. Yeah, podcast is totally different. When you do audio, it's very easy to bring on people and do that sort of thing. It's when it's video that all of a sudden that element really goes crazy. Thank you, Lord. I knew. That's cool. Can't wait to hear what you got. So, Samantha, if you can think of something, if you know how to do it on YouTube, let me know. So I'm really excited about this. In fact, I want to show this again because I think it's pretty cool, and I'd like your feedback on this as well. So let's take a listen. Okay, and I guess that looped a couple times because I didn't have it turned off because I just added it. So see, these are the things you learn along the way. So that's why this is just a test night, just checking things out and asking you guys a few questions. I'm really happy to hear that you guys are liking the Bigfoot Friday. That's cool. If you have some other suggestions, that's fine. I'd love to hear it. That's why I'm here. Thank you, Bagley, for being faithful and sticking in there with me. If I did Facebook Live on my homepage there, my personal page, there'd be a ton of people watching. These Facebook pages where they want you to make money is a whole different thing. Hey, Batman, it's okay, man. She's a happy bird. What can I say? So, you're welcome. You're welcome there. Oh, they're thinking someone else. Batman! Couldn't get her to do that if I wanted her to. I'm about to go over there and walk on this little moon here and go get her. I just had a hard time envisioning Sasquatch dropping some ecstasy and letting loose to some European trance music. Sorry. I love that music. That is such cool little 30-second music. I think that's great. Wish there was a way to call in for an audio line. Exactly. Now, I can pull you up on Skype. Batman is excited. Batman likes Bigfoot night. I can't pull you up on Skype, but that, takes a little time. Have to do some sort of little break and pull you in, and that's cool. In fact, but hey, look, chick, you're Miss Sasquatch woman. I'm going to be bringing you on. You get a full night. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm trying to do over here too. I know Batman is cracking me up. Hey, Michelle Hester Cloyd. Woo! Hey, Michelle. What's up, girlfriend? Welcome to the show. Hey, Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis on YouTube channel is where it's happening. I'm just kind of pulling people in from my YouTube channel. So I hope that you have subscribed, Michelle. I hope you have. And you'll get to see what people are seeing over this way. So some of the other things that I was planning on doing is, I don't know if I want to tell that secret yet. Let me ask you something, since there are a couple, that's good. Batman people love you. You are a little star. They need to see you. But I know if I come over there, you won't come here. You know what? On the Facebook Live, I can let you see Batman. Batman's over there. Oh, she's sliding down. I don't know if you can see her now. There, she's sliding down. If you got Facebook Live, if you're looking at my Blue Rock Talk page on Facebook, you saw a little piece of Batman there. If I turn this, it's the entire MacBook Pro, and I'm kind of screwing up everything. Oh, man, I lost my train of thought there. Once again, I think Batman is seeing Bigfoot on screen and just freaking out. Batman is excited. Wish there was a way to call in. Okay. I don't want to tell all the secrets, so I won't tell you what I was thinking about doing. But let me ask some of you Bigfooters that are out there right now, since I know some of you are. I know it's kind of, we got some alien folks out there too, and we always have ghost people. There's always going to be ghost people. That's the way it is, and I still think that's the biggest group of all in the genre of the things that are beyond. And that's cool. That's cool. That's fine with me. Whatever we need to talk about and figure it out. But I'm wondering if anybody knows about the Mammoth Cave area in Kentucky. Mammoth Cave. It looks like it's going to be kind of an okay weekend. And I was kind of curious about some hot spots there. I went there not too long ago, I guess in the past year maybe, or a little more. And I had a couple areas where people told me to go to get some action. And, I've heard that there's a lot there. I asked the lady that was working there about it, and she didn't like me at all. She didn't want to talk about it. She rolled her eyes about it. And she'd worked there, and I think she even claimed that, for a decade or two. I mean, she had been there a long time from what she had stated, and she just rolled her eyes about it. Now, it's like when you go to these national parks, or a lot of these beings are found in these parks. A lot of them. I mean, 2 places right now I can tell you not far from here that I've been to. They're parks. They're parks that you take your family and you camp out, and that's where they are. Hunting grounds, private lands like that. I mean, they're everywhere, but they're right there. But here we got Mammoth Cave area and the park and everything there, and known for activity. And it's just, I don't understand it when they want to roll their eyes. They work there on a daily basis, and they want to roll their eyes to it. I mean, aren't they listening to what people are saying when they come in? And when they've heard it more than once, they just think, oh, that's, really? Wouldn't you at one point stop and go, really? I mean, I need to worry about the people that come into the park. Are you saying that there's a 12-foot creature out there that you saw? You know, wouldn't you be more concerned? Or wouldn't you even say, oh, that's cool, oh my gosh, I've heard all these stories? Wouldn't you want to know more? Why would you just roll your eyes? I mean, think about it. If we were back in the old days, remember the old black and white monster TV shows? What if we were back in the old black and white days? Let's put it that way. And I know it's Hollywood, but in all those films, they basically would depict that here's a community and there's this Frankenstein walking around, or there's this, mummy, or, there's a creature of the Black Lagoon, When someone goes, oh my gosh, there's this in the woods, or this in the swamp, or this, in the city comes together with their, torches, and they go try to figure out where this thing is. Here, in today's world, oh my gosh, I saw this 10-foot creature, and, we were all eating food and it threw rocks at us, or, whether it was friendly or not friendly, or, playing a prank on you or whatever, because they do play pranks on you. They blow you off. And to absolutely say or roll your eyes at someone when you are at a park where, you are supposed to be concerned about the visitors that come there, that's crazy. I mean, what is wrong with them? I better not go into the line of thought that I'd like to go into. I just won't do that. I tell you, unbelievable. You're listening and watching right now Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis. Please subscribe while you're here. I would appreciate that. Hit the little notification bell as well. That way you'll know when video comes up. Again, tomorrow we're going to be having Paul Graves on. That's the plan. Hopefully I'll make everything work to make this happen at 10 p.m. tomorrow evening on Bigfoot Friday. We'll be right back. And we're back here. You're watching Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis. Wanting a little bit of Q&A over here. Let me look at some of the questions that we have here. We have decided that we are going to do Bigfoot Friday, 10 p.m. on Friday nights. Tomorrow night, Paul Graves is going to hit it off. If you know anything about Paul Graves, recently he didn't find the tracks, but somebody else had called him because they know he has done so much research, and they had found some tracks in the snow. And I think, I don't remember all the details right now, but I'll know all this by tomorrow. But the tracks went a long way, and there's great video of it. We had it on coasttocoastam.com. It was featured. You saw some of the pictures of the tracks in the snow. Gigantic leg span, and some really great prints that he got out of the snow. So if you're interested in how do you cast prints in snow, we'll be asking Paul that tomorrow. I mean, that was one of the first questions. How did you do that? but he knows. I mean, and by the way, he's a concrete layer. He works with concrete. So how cool for him to do the casting and to know how to do it. And they got some great prints. The video's fantastic. There's always some, the haters are always out there. The naysayers are always out there. And I don't know why they have the loudest voice, don't they? Oh my gosh, They're like, oh, that's a one-legged Sasquatch, if that's what it is. Well, if you know anything about when you find footprints, especially when you get, it's so rare to get so many, because the conditions have to be just right. The reasons when, people do get footprints is it is rained just perfectly. They walked in the right spot where it had enough, moisture in it to where it could leave a print, and there wasn't a bunch of rocks or foliage or, anything like that. So here they had this long spread of tracks through the snow in an open field pretty much. And so, hey, when those things happen, that's when you got to take advantage of them. But, also, the conditions have to be right. And by the way, if a mime walks into the woods and a tree falls on it and kills it, does anybody care? But I hate mimes. But when, the conditions have to be just right. And then not only do the conditions have to be just right for that footprint, but somebody has to see it, right? So, with the snow, if nobody happened to come across that and see that, it would have just melted and no one would have even known that happened. So all the conditions have to be right. And in this particular incident, it did. And that's what we're going to talk about with him. And we'll ask him about his other stuff in the past because he's done a lot. But, that just happened, so I want to get that on. Definitely going to be doing, having Planet Sasquatch Woman on. I can't wait. She's Miss Woo Woo Chick. She's got a lot of great information. You heard me talk with her on Coast to Coast. Connie, can we put our story on your Facebook? You can, Lord anew, let me know what your story is. You can put a little bit on there if you want. You're absolutely fine to do that, but I would say save it for us to go on the air together. I think they're somehow connected to humans, that they didn't evolve like we did. I'm thinking that Dave is talking about Bigfoot. Can you talk about the Greg Yost video you made? It's an amazing video to watch. Oh, it's going to make me cry. Thank you. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. Cryptic beans. Oh, you're going to make me cry. I really appreciate hearing that because I will talk about that. If you saw Squatchman or Son of Squatchman and Son of Squatchman, this is what we're talking about. I'll show you a little bit here right now. And just a reminder, you're watching Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis. I'm Connie. Earth's most interesting conversations, people, places, and things. So it's always something interesting. So just take a look at this real quick and then we'll talk about it. And that Squatchman and Son of Squatchman is how I have it labeled. It's basically Experience Bigfoot. It's a video here on Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis. That's where you're going to find it. And the question was, I'm just trying, how do I make this chat bigger on here? It's driving me crazy. I can't get it any bigger. I'm trying to get the name back again here. Come here. Cryptic Beans wanted to know about that Bigfoot show. Well, I basically went out with Sasquatch Man. I mean, the video kind of explains everything, but a friend of mine from high school, Walter Johnson, for anybody that's still on Facebook Live from high school, Walter Johnson had gotten hold of me on Facebook. This is somebody I went to school with, and said, "Hey, Connie." Oh, hi, Walter Johnson, by the way. Sorry, I'm throwing your name out there again. But he said, "Hey, Connie, is Bigfoot real? What do you think about this Bigfoot? I figured you might know." And he was asking me about somebody at his work that he said that they called Squatch Man. And they said he talks about it all the time. That's all he ever talks about is Squatch. Squatches. We call him Squatch Man. He's got a place that he goes to. And I said, well, this was when I very first came back to Kentucky. So I was like, oh, great. Here's a guy that I'm hearing that he's got a hot spot. He goes all the time. They call him Squatch Man. He lives, eats, breathes it. And then they say, he says there's a family. So I'm getting all this, secondhand. I said, well, ask him if I can go. And I don't know if I asked that or he already had invited me, but we met on the side of the road next to his hotspot. And that's how I ended up meeting him. I don't even think we talked before that. I don't think, except maybe through texting or something like that, through messaging on Facebook. And I met him. He's a really tall guy. And his son was there too. They were both in heavy camouflage, both nicest people you could ever imagine. And by the way, I do believe the people in the Bigfoot world are very friendly people, very good, down to earth. Now you're always going to have some that, you're like, oh no, especially the ones that want to kill it. I think that's horrible. I think that's absolutely horrible. And I don't know that they ever will be able to anyway, but you just, you don't know. But I hope that never happens. I think we can learn from them without having to do that. But Squatch Man and Son of Squatch Man introduced themselves. I mean, we were having a ball immediately. We had a great time. We said hello really fast. We talked about things really quickly. They were both tall and heavy camouflage. And we ended up, putting everything into their Jeep and just going off into their hotspot. And I left my vehicle there in the front of the area that we met. And we went back there and just immediately started seeing stuff. I mean, I think there's a picture in there of like a jawbone from an animal, and it was right underneath the foliage, and I don't know, something led me to it. There it was. Now, was that related to Sasquatch? Don't know. Could have been a kill. I don't know. I don't know. But it was interesting, and immediately Squatch Man was like, oh wow, you got a good eye, and I was just noticing things, and it was crazy because I was finding prints before him. It's not that I'm any better than him at all. It's just that, he's seen so many prints there. It's so normal for him to see prints, and he never thought about taking pictures. And even me, I want to experience it, not necessarily to take pictures for everybody. So I have learned along the way to take more pictures and better pictures, because it's a whole lot better to show the people, anybody pictures besides just telling the stories, because people still don't want to believe you. And you're like, oh no, you wouldn't believe it. It was like this big. And, you can actually, it's not a fish story. You can actually say that, and it's true. I mean, it's crazy. So anyway, we found a lot of prints, a lot of evidence. It's just a lot of fun. It really was. And took the pictures that we did. He took some. His son is just as great. And they are such a father-son team. I mean, it's just so funny to watch them too, that relationship that they have. And that's something that really brought them together. And I think that's really cool. I call that bonded by Bigfoot with those guys. And I think that was really neat. So anyway, took pictures and went out there another time too. Also saw more evidence and saw some structures as well. And then you start noticing other structures that maybe nobody else would really notice. You just kind of go by that area, or maybe walk by the area, or wherever. I don't want to give the area away at all. But, these are things that you typically, if you don't know anything about the Bigfoot world, you wouldn't even think anything of it. Now, when you get into it, you think a lot of it, and you take that picture. Those of you that do ever go Bigfooting, Sasquatching, boogering, whatever you want to call it, I don't know, just kind of keep an eye out on those things now. Look for that kind of stuff. But look for the prints. Those are the coolest of all things to see, because then you kind of know what size of beings are out there around you. That's the most fun. I mean, if you get to see one, I mean, holy cow, that's the holy grail. But that's even more rare, right? And also keep your mind open. Ask questions within yourself. You might get an answer back. And that's the mind speak. That's the mind speak. So if you get to go ever, just really stop and listen and look and, feel your environment, because you can also feel it, not just smell it, not just hear it. You don't always smell it. Don't always hear it. And they might be just right there. You never know. They're amazing, amazing creatures, if I can say the word creature. And that's not in a negative tone. I don't know what they are. I have no clue. I don't know the slightest. They are more intelligent than we are, though. I absolutely believe that to be the case. But there is something when you do footprints, when you take pictures of footprints, it's not that easy. It never really turns out as well as you see them for yourself. So you got to kind of, I'm learning myself, and I'm only learning from default of seeing it and going, look, here's the print, and it looks nothing like as good as what you saw. So you got to make sure you get the right angle and the right light so that people can see the depth, and they can see, you always want to put something next to it. If you don't have a tape measure, I don't carry a tape measure around, but like I put chapstick next to it, or a quarter, because we all know what that size is. $1, whatever you have, in your pocket. A little ball of lint's not going to do it. Don't use a little ball of lint. It might be a big ball of lint or a little ball of lint, so don't go doing that. But find something if that's the case. Let's see. Dave, need to run. Sorry, but get out to Sedona sometime, Connie. I'd love to, Dave. Said you were going to come out sometime to visit. I will. And you've got CubeSat 4. UFO disclosure is moving along. Our launch is paid for. I want to talk to you about that. Is that something that you'll talk to me about on here? Should be in orbit by the end of the year. The first ever UFO hunting satellite. I love it. Dave, you'll talk to me about that on here. Can you tell everything? The first UFO hunting satellite. Isn't that something? That is absolutely amazing. Would love to talk to you about that. I'm hoping you can. And I'd love to be out in Sedona, and I would definitely get in touch with you. I use the term beans to be safe. I know, I do the same thing. Beans, but sometimes it comes out as beans. See, beans. We Kentuckians put in that extra syllable, and it just, how it happens. David, great. I appreciate that. You could. Awesome. Thank you. I think that is really cool. A UFO hunting satellite. The real deal is going up there. CubeSat 4. UFO disclosure is moving along. Our launch is paid for. How much was that? Can you say how much that was before you go? He may have already left because he had to go. But that's what's cool about this group with Blue Rock Talk. Bigfooters, UFOs, hybrids, remote viewers, crop circle people. Maybe you can invite Greg onto your Friday show. That would be unforgettable. Oh, absolutely. I will absolutely have Greg on. And that's Squatch Man. He's a hoot, isn't he? If you've met him, he's a hoot. But the video, going back to the video again, just took the pictures. And at one point, Greg, Squatchman, had sent me audio that he had one night he put the recorder out there. One night. Less than 24 hours. It was 21 hours. He left a video recorder out there. And he got more sounds in that night than people get, in sometimes years or decades. It's just the way it is. If you got a really good hotspot and real active one, you've got a real active one. And these particular beings, this particular family, because he believes there's a family, they know who he is. He's there all the time. They know who he is. They feel comfortable. And, he left a recorder in a certain area, and I think they even picked it up. But they made a lot of noises, and it's an area where people just don't know that that's what's going on there. So I think he did a good job. He got some really good stuff, and he deserves it. He's a good guy. He's got a great heart, and that's what his love is. And I'm very happy that he sent me the recordings. So what I did is I just played I fought and fought and fought for months of how do I make this video? What do I do? How do I make it as cool as what it was being there? So I just played the shots that we took during the time that I was there. The only shots that were not taken when I was there, or from somebody that was there the times that I was there, was that he's got at the very end. He's got shots of the actual beings, creatures, Bigfoots. And if you go to it, you'll see them at the very end, and they're amazing pictures. Absolutely amazing pictures. Do I think he faked them? No, I don't think he faked them. They are, you can see what he believes is the juvenile, and he calls the juvenile Curious George, looking right at you. I mean, around the tree, looking right at you. You can see the face. You can see it's just not what you expect. Some people see a man, a human face. Some people see a hairy face. Some people see an ape face. Some people see this face, which I think is a little bit different. And maybe that's why, maybe being a juvenile is why it's got more hair there. You know how like baby birds have like that fur, and then they a fuzzy kind of hair, and then they grow into feathers. Maybe these do that as well, because it looks kind of like a furry face and then thicker hair around it. It's really neat. Go to it, you'll see it. It's Squatch Man and Son of Squatch Man right here on my YouTube channel. It's about 22 minutes, and it's really an experience. So you turn up the music, put the headphones on maybe, block out everything else and just tune into that. Turn off the lights and just watch it. And it really just kind of puts you there. So I appreciate that you're asking me about that. And we'll definitely have him on. How can you not have Greg on, Squatch Man? He's a real hoot. But I hope that you like the experience of the Bigfoot. Dave okay, you've already said that. You've already told me that. This thing's moving on me. Come here. I'm still here. Okay, I like beans. Psycho Slayer, I like beans. Psycho Slayer, I'm not going to read the next one. I hate that word. I hate that F word. That's not very nice. But the launch is with Inner Orbital Systems. The launch was 16. But I'm trying to read this without my readers. I guess I should put them on. Okay, now I got to get really close. And the SAT is being built now. The total cost of the project is $50,000. We raised most on crowdfunding. Yep. Said they were going to put the story on Facebook. Unless you won't. They don't know if I got their email. Yes, we're just waiting for her. Okay. What? I'm wondering if you all, I get so many people sending me information. Mason Mia, did I say that right? Are you guys sending me the one that's about Bigfoot? That's kind of whistleblower stuff. Is that you? Or is that someone else? Someone else got something like that. I'm looking forward to that. How about hominoids? Hominoids, yeah, less confusing. I don't know, some people don't know what a hominoid is. I've kind of gone through that too. I can come on Coast to Coast sometime to talk about it. Yeah, well, what about Blue Rock Talk? You're going to talk about it here, right, Dave? Right? I've been on many shows already talking about it. Okay, I see different faces. Okay. Yeah, and Samantha's talking about seeing different faces of some more human looking. Vince. It's about the orb ships. Oh, no, I'm looking forward to that. That'll be a great, hearing about the orb ships. That'll be great. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, send the information to me. I would love to learn more about that. So going back to the Sasquatch, some people see the different faces where it is more human-like. And then when we talk with Samantha of Planet Sasquatch about more of the woo-woo side of it, she sees a lot of forest friends, a lot of different faces, and she captures a lot on still shots that she shows. So if you go to her page on group, is your group private? I don't know if you have to be invited to your group or not, but you'll see a ton of pictures, absolutely a ton of pictures. and she outlines them for you. And there are a lot of different faces, and you'll see ET like Grays, like the Grays faces out there too. So that, that's just a whole nother thing, and portals and stuff like that. And I really want to go out there with her and really experience the portal for sure. I've heard about these portals from several different people along the way, years back as well, not just recently. I've heard about portals, and most people have heard of Skinwalker Ranch, correct? Skinwalker Ranch. Apparently a lot of portals there. Some of the things, and I'm not sure if it's in the book, I never read the book, I didn't really talk to Knapp about any of it, but I've talked to, I can never say his name right, he helped him write the book, Colm Kelleher. Anyway, he's also a part of the adventure of it. And he was telling me some stories, and some other people that had been there told me some stories, but some crazy stuff coming out of these portals. And we're talking Sasquatches, yeah, Bigfoot would come out, pterodactyls, cyclops. Now, I don't remember who told me what, and back then I didn't know some of the players, so I don't know that I remember asking them, is this what you saw? Can I say that? To verify it totally. But I heard it from enough really good sources that I didn't even think to ask about it because I didn't doubt them. But I need to do that. But they said Cyclops. All these things that we read about that people say it's myth or, it's just stories and movies. Really? Or are they derived from something from years back? Where do these stories come from? We usually write stories about something we know of. Do we ever write about something that just we can really truly whip up in our heads that has never really been thought of or seen before? Can we? Maybe. I don't know. Okay, Dave. Gotta run. Have fun. You're going to be doing that on Blue Rock, baby. Yeah, we can do that on Coast as well. I want to thank everybody that does watch me on Coast. In fact, I will remind everybody that right now we're on Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis. Please subscribe while you're here. Hit the little bell for a notification. And we'll be right back. everybody. We're back to Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis. How you doing? Had to take a little snack break there. My dog was okay and not making a mess anywhere like that. Thank you very much for doing a couple testing. That's what I'm curious about. Making sure, does everybody like the earth rise in the back? I love the earth rise. Is that pretty cool? So these are the things I want to know as well. Are you liking the little promos? You know, there's nothing better than a good conversation, but there's sometimes when, you know, you have a little live chat over here that you got to look at the computer to read it, and then there's little things you got to do, little tidbits here and there. It's good to have a nice little pause. And when you do have pets around you and they're like, I gotta go, you know, you gotta, okay, I got a little promo. Got to put this little promo in and run my dog out to outside. So those little things are definitely needed. So as long as they're fun, I'm thinking that's cool. Let's see. I'm not seeing anything posting from here. I'm not able to look on Facebook right now. So if that's where it is, I'm hoping it should be there. I'm looking forward to the orb ships that you're talking about. The group is a closed group, but I can approve anyone who wants to join. Yeah, so, you know, if you want to learn more about the woo-woo Sasquatch and portals and things like that, go to Planet Sasquatch on Facebook groups, and you can get approved if you want to join. So, and I also ask, if you're here with me right now, make sure that you join and follow me on Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis on Facebook. There's also a Connie Willis public figure one too. It's better for these things to grow so that you will have ways of knowing when we do anything really cool, because I got a lot of really neat things planned ahead of time. But what I'm going to do now, it's 11:30 here my time. You like my snack break? That's the best for sure. You love the promo breaks. I do too. You got to have fun with it. You know, you got to have personality and show some good things. In fact, I'll show you everyone's favorite right now. This one is everyone's absolute favorite, and I might take advantage of it myself. Once again, you're watching Blue Rock Talk, and I'm Connie Willis. How'd you like that one? That's like everybody's favorite one. But it's real. It's the real deal. What can I say? All right, so I'm going to kind of wrap things up here. We have basically decided Bigfoot Friday is a cool thing. People like that. I don't think people care if it's live or taped. I don't think people really care about that, just as long as it's something decent. 10 p.m. has been decided upon as well. And I will look into how to do live chats and just pull people on without it being a big fiasco. I'm thinking, and by the way, Planet Sasquatch Samara there, or Samara's the other chick. Samara should be on here, by the way. She's cool. Samantha, you have over 1,000 subscribers, so you can get the super chat. So maybe look into the super chat and see if that can be done. Okay, I gotta wait until I get 1,000 before I can, you know, figure that out. So those of you watching, please help me out by sharing this channel and asking other people to subscribe as well. Because when I get to, you know, what happens on the YouTube channels, or you get so many subscribers and you can get another tool, basically, for your channel. So when I get to 1,000, anybody gets to 1,000, they get a special tool of where they can have something called super chats. Now, I know that that's kind of a moneymaker kind of thing with people, but I think it might be something too where I might be able to bring in some people. So let me know what you find out about that, Samantha, and because you got 1,000 people, I think, so that's cool. Yeah, and some of these people can only play short videos where I think you got to have at least 100 before you can play some long ones, and you just got to do certain things before you can get some of the tricks and the cool things on YouTube. So please follow me on Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis on my Facebook page. A lot of people go to my personal one. It's almost filled up, but I'm trying to move everybody to the other. That way you can post your information, we can post your stories, and we can do interviews right there. And that's what I'd like to be able to do. Make it really quick and easy for you, and at any time be able to talk about your stories. I really want to do this where it's not always scheduled. I don't really want to put my Bigfoot 10 p.m. every Friday, schedule thing out there. But, let's see how it goes for a while as we build and see what happens. I kind of like the impromptu and, hey, surprise, we got something cool. Because it doesn't matter if you don't see it when it's live. You'll see it archived, So that's not a problem nowadays. I love the way technology has come around. So in the future, I am going to be, one of the ways to keep this going is something called affiliate marketing. So what I'm going to be doing is, and I've done it all my life basically. If you know anything about me, I've been on Home Shopping Network and QVC and pitching products on infomercials for like 20 years. So what I'm going to do is a trade that I have learned along the way and done for a couple decades. I'm going to find the products that I like, and I'll tell you about them. I'm known to tell you about the products that I like and that I use. I'm not going to throw something out there that I don't know of or would not, be a part of. And I've already got the okays. I've been signing off on the paperwork to be able to deal with the right products that I like. Some of it's going to be cooking because I'm a CIA graduate, so you might see some things that might be something you can cook with. And there's going to be camping things and camping ideas and camping products. Just signed on with Camping World, so I'm really excited about that. They approved me today, so that we're going to be selling some stuff with Camping World. I'm really excited about that. So just moving along with different things like that, and I'm going to show you some of the tools that I use here on my YouTube page or channel so that you can see as well. And then I'll show you links to where you can go and you can purchase it if that's what you're looking to do as well. And also some products that you may use if you're ghost hunting or if you're Bigfooting, or there are some things if you UFO watch and you look up in the sky to see things. I may give you a link to something that I hear is good, but I may not own it because some of those things are $6,000 to $8,000. However, I'll send you the proper link, tell you what I know about it, and basically what happens is you're gonna have a link to where the product is, and that link will also have my name code in there, and I get a piece of the action if it gets sold. That's all. It doesn't cost anymore. You can go on there and buy it yourself somewhere else with a different link for the same price. Sometimes with Amazon, people do, there's different prices, kind of thing with Amazon Associates is what they call it. But basically, it's the same price as anybody else. It doesn't come off of you if I get a piece of it. My whole thing is to get you there, and then if you buy it, then I just get a piece of it. And that's how a lot of people support their YouTube channels. But I'm not, this is what I've done all my life, done it on, on television, nationally and internationally, to say, oh, buy this, So now I'm going to be doing it with products that I will use personally myself. I mean, I did the other ones too, but it'll be things that it'll kind of be all over the spectrum, because it'll be YouTube channel type things, like the different iPhones, the different apps, the different green screens, the different ring lights, the different things, little mics for your iPhone or your iPad, things like that, and different apps that will help you to build promos or things like that. So you'll know, and you can see that I'm using it, and then I can send you that link, and I might get a quarter from it. Okay, so it's not like you're breaking the bank. And then I am going to do a lot of the neat little camping things and stuff that those of you that go out, you're going to know where to choose from, and just stuff like that. But I will have to get the things myself to show you. And I will be using them myself anyway. And I'm really looking forward to it. I really am, because it is something I can do. And so you're going to see those things, and it's going to be able to help you as well to just know some of the ideas and some of the products that will help you along the way too, or that you might like to have, and know that someone else has used it too and worked well with it. And even with the camping, like hiking shoes, I've got the best freaking pair of hiking shoes ever. I don't want to take these things off. I would sleep in these if they didn't get caught in the covers. I don't even know they're on. Ever since I bought them about 2 years ago or something like that, or I've gotten them, I don't want to take them off. I don't care if they look good or look bad. I mean, I think they're some good looking shoes, but I love them, and I will promote them to you guys and say, get them. And and if you do, please do it through the link that I offer you, so that I can get that nickel, to try to keep this going, okay? So anyway, thanks everybody. Please follow me on my Facebook pages as well. Connie Willis, public figure, I think it says, and then Connie Willis, Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis. Follow, like, join, all that kind of stuff, and subscribe here. I really appreciate that. Tomorrow, 10 p.m., Bigfoot Friday. Let me just remind you once again, because I want you to be there, and just again, remember, you are watching Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis. That was a camel, but it is also a Bigfoot too. You're watching Blue Rock Talk with me, Connie Willis. Earth's most interesting conversations, people, places, and things, which means we can talk about anything really cool and interesting. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't have to be UFO, ghosts, and all these other things. It can be something that's just interesting, And I do want to hit all sorts of things. I want to talk about the medicinal marijuana. I want to talk about the different cures as well, and neat little health things that are cool and unique. But I don't, want to get boring and make it a Sunday morning show, okay? I'm not looking at that. It's got to be interesting. A lot of people are talking about orbs. I was able to kind of check the chat a little bit there. And by the way, I think I get some more things that some of you guys don't see. I think if you go in as a private person, then not everybody sees the questions too. But anyway, a lot of people talking about orbs. You guys got orbs around you, and some of you, you're talking about they're in the forest with you, and now you're seeing them at home, and some of you are seeing it at home, fairly big sized orbs, and some people red orbs. Well, in the Bigfoot world, people see orbs a lot. And, from what I've heard, I've never seen a soccer ball size orbs. And some of the orbs are smaller. And people that are abductees, alien abductees, they see orbs. And they're usually smaller and white, and they are intelligent. They can turn, stop, look, keep going. People notice these around crop circles. I don't, there's going to be things we will never, ever know until whatever is behind that, whatever intelligence is behind that lets us know. Because I don't even know if we can fathom what these things are. I don't know. But when you're seeing them around you, when they go home with you, I mean, you've got something intelligent around you. There's no question. There's an intelligence behind it. And, you got to wonder, like, when the Bigfooters see them, when they're out, and then they also see, right after they see these, this is the stories I've heard, right after they've seen the soccer ball sized orbs, there's Bigfoot activity. Okay, now, I haven't actually heard small ones around them, but that's not, Samantha may have something different with that. They may be a part of some of the other force friends that she's seen. They may be a part of the aliens that are, around there too. Because when people talk about alien stuff, they're usually smaller orbs. And then there's ghost people that are constantly talking about the orbs. And then just flashes of light out of nowhere in a dark room. So there's a lot to that. I don't know if it's something coming in and out when you see the big, if that's something breaking a barrier kind of thing and coming in or going out. Don't know. The little tiny orbs you've seen go, they take right turns and they stop, and it's almost like they're pondering before they move on. It's crazy stuff. What is it? I have no idea. But it's extremely interesting, and if it's hanging out with you, something's watching you. I can tell you that much. Something intelligent is watching you, observing you. And you know what? If you feel that you can talk to it, talk to it. I don't know if you should talk to it out loud. I think maybe the mind speak way, the telepathy way. Ask, try it the other way. Talk out loud if you want, but if you're not getting anything, ask that question inside yourself. See if you don't get an answer back. I don't know. It's worth a shot. Let me know what you find out. And we'll definitely do some stuff, without a doubt, on orbs. Orbs are amazing and can be very scary too. I mean, it can be. It's just overwhelming. There was one, at one point, I was talking to a pretty famous abductee for a long time. We were looking to, I'll tell the story real quick and then go, because I got to make that Bigfoot show for tomorrow. But he was a famous alien abductee, and I talked to him on the phone for hours at a time. We were going to try to do a documentary on his life and all the things that have happened to him. So I spent a lot of hours on the phone with him. And I kid you not, I actually talked, at the time, I had hung up with the guy, and I ended up talking on the phone to one of the other people who's going to be a producer with the show, or a part of it. And we were talking about all the stuff that we were hearing and how amazing it was. And I kid you not, at one point, there was this ball of light, this orb, just as he had all the time, and has a really good video of these orbs. It was right behind me. I turned around, and it was off of the floor, about probably 3 feet off the floor, or 2 feet maybe, somewhere in there. Didn't last long, but it was certainly intelligent. It like popped in, and long enough for me to see it and watch it go, maybe about, it was about 2 feet off the ground, 2 to 3 feet, and then it was more like 2, and then it went zoom, kind of like that, kind of by my sofa, and I saw it. It happened quickly, but again, long enough for me to see it and to see the trail of it, and it looked just like when you have a sparkler on the 4th of July, and right at the very hottest point of the sparkler. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. And it just went out. It like almost faded in and went out. It was in my house, and I was on the phone with the guy, and I was like, ah! What? He knew I had seen something. He knew. He could tell from my demeanor. I just saw something out of the ordinary in my house where I have, everything's locked in at that point. Everything was shut and locked. It was in the middle of the night, and here's this thing in my, how did it get there? What is it? Is it in my house? And that's one of the things that a lot of people found out when they researched this famous abductee. Things started happening to them. And that was one of the things that happened to me. I called it second-hand alien contact. Something like that. Anyway, we'll talk about orbs. That'll be fantastic. I'll look and find where some of the information you guys have left for me. Please keep in mind that, I've been really out there telling people. I've been doing this for, several years, at least a couple years on coast that maybe some of you only knew me there. But beforehand, I was talking about this kind of stuff. And just know that I have a list of people that want to go on and tell their stories. So if I don't contact you anytime soon, please understand, it's not that I don't want to. It's just there's other people that are just like you that are saying, please, I want you to tell my story. And I want to tell it. I want to tell it. I want to. Are you kidding? I love this stuff. It's great. So thank everybody for joining me tomorrow night, 10 p.m. I got to make this happen tonight. I got to get this thing happening so that we can watch this tomorrow, all of us together. Bigfoot Fridays begin here on Blue Rock Talk. So I'm going to be talking to Paul Graves tonight and have that for you tomorrow. If I can't, if I can do it live tomorrow, we'll do it live. But he's got so much stuff. And, Samantha will get you on with all your woo-woo great stuff. So you start pulling your pictures and everything together for me and evidence, and we'll go from there on that. So everybody, 10 p.m. tomorrow. I hope you'll be here. Please share with this other people so that they will subscribe so I can get to that 1,000 and get some super chats going where I think I might be able to bring you on really quickly. Don't know, but I'm hoping so. All right, so thank you, everybody. Please, again, follow me on Facebook as well. That way I do believe I can definitely do an interview with you, pop up really quick like that, and then I can archive it here on my YouTube channel. So Kevin Moorhead, thanks for all your help. You're always great that way. Jay Walsh, if you're out there, you're going to see this later when it's archived. Thank you for all your help. Also help from Jason Bland, a paranormal soup. Always been there for me too. And I know Kevin Bacon Greg Bacon will also be helping me as well, and I really appreciate that. And I also want to thank Kevin and another Kevin, Beagle and Samra, who they've helped me along the way too with great thoughts and advice, and Samantha as well. Hey, so anyway, the other people out there that have helped me, I always appreciate the help. We'll tweak this and make this work for all of us so that we can learn what we're all about, who we are as humans to each other, who we are to humans to the universe, and who we are to humans to our Creator, our one source, our God, whatever you want to call, who you think the Creator is, that's fine. But we got to figure out who it is that we are. We don't have to figure it out. We can just live life and do our thing. But this is so much more interesting, isn't it? It's a lot of fun. And once you go here, you can't go back. You just can't. It's very difficult to go back and live a normal 9 to 5, isn't it? So anyway, thanks for those of you out there that are aware, and even more so for those of you that are aware, you are aware. You've been watching Blue Rock Talk, and tomorrow at 10 p.m. we will come back together and watch Bigfoot Fridays. Now, I have, I'll just do it the next time. I got to surprise you with more little promos along the way, where it just kind of, surprises you. I don't want to just throw them all out and see what you think and ruin it all. I don't want to do that. But I do appreciate everybody that's been here with me. And, just looking forward to tomorrow night. I'm going to be working hard until tomorrow night to get this thing on the air. So, thanks everybody for watching. Again, you've been watching Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis. Until tomorrow, have a safe and happy rest of the day, and I will talk to you then with Bigfoot Fridays on Blue Rock Talk.